George O'Connell here with another living room chat. We're about to head into the double list throwdown. I did something that most people will probably look at and say, wow, George, what the hell were you thinking? Because the double list throwdown means you can bring two lists. And then, depending on who you're playing with your opponent is, you can pick whatever list you want to go to. Me, I decided to run just one list. Now, why would I just run one list? When I can run two lists, and if I know I'm going against heavy shooting army, have the answer to counter it. Or bring a list that's really good against heavy close combat. You can bring a list designed just to beat that type of build. Well, I decided I'm just going to run one list because my big goal is, and trust me, I want to win the double list throwdown. If I win it, I clinch the #1 spot in the Mid-Atlantic because I already got one win and there's only one big GT left after this one. So I really want to win, but the big goal for me is the U.S. Masters. And I want to bring the best George O'Connell with the best list I can and be as prepared as I can for that tournament. And that's going to take a lot of work. And right now I'm very motivated. I'm painting my army still. I'm trying to bring it up a little bit more. I am turning around, doing a couple little small tricks, trying to make it look just a little bit better. So when I go to the Masters, you know, it will be a really nice looking army. I'm trying to get better as a player. I'm trying to get cleaner on my movements. Just basically make my whole game a little bit better. Just to keep stepping it up, stepping it up, stepping it up. Because hopefully I'm going to be a part of the Mid-Atlantic region team, and I want to see the Mid-Atlantic kick some butt this year. And I'm looking forward to playing with those guys. I like their mindset. I like where they're going. I'm glad that when they see me do a joke video, they don't take it and like, oh my God, it's so bad for the region. Bunch of good guys, so hopefully they'll let me do my thing and I can help them step up their game so Mid-Atlantic can be a surprise team going into the U.S. Masters. Going to be really tough to beat the Southeast, or not the South, Southeast, but the South. Because the South, their meta is always changing. When someone comes on top, they want to beat that. So they know how to look into the book and say, okay, this list can beat this. And this is how we'll build it so it can beat this type of build. So when they want to beat a build, they're going to be able to go out of their way and beat it. Some regions, you get the same players staying up on top. That's because the players are not adapting. Because if you know someone that's winning every single time, and you can't beat them, and they're not changing their list, that's on you, buddy. That's on you. Because either A, you don't understand what that person's doing to win, or B, you don't have the tools in your list to beat his army. So that's on you. So if one person's way up on top, and he's been there for, you know, tournament after tournament after tournament, you think after 3 tournaments, you figure in your head, hey, my list doesn't have the tools to beat this list. And if my tools don't have the tools to beat that list, I should be changing it. So just wanted to throw that out there. That's why I think the South is going to dominate again, because those guys are not afraid to switch things up. They're not afraid to make adjustments. And if you're playing the same thing over and over again, they're going to catch on. So I think that's one of the reasons they were able to go over to the Blue City Brawl, like the South, and have their way with people. They know what they're facing, and if you give them, if they have an idea what you're playing beforehand, they're going to have an answer for it. So kudos to the South, but George O'Connell here, and I'm telling you right now, I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work early. We'll see what happens comes at the wish calling. You haven't seen the best George O'Connell yet. Put it this way. I'm a better player today than I have ever been at Kings of War. Because I never read the scenarios. I didn't care about the scenarios. All I cared about was just having fun going across the board, smashing people apart. Now I study the scenarios. Now I'm making my list, not only so we can fight, but be really good at the scenarios. And that was what my game was lacking. So, but back to double list throwdown, that ties into with the double list throwdown. See, I'm hoping with my list that I'm bringing, my opponents will have 2 lists. They'll sit there and say, okay, this list is a better matchup for it, and then it's going to teach me why. Do you see what I'm saying? Their list is going to teach me what the hole in my army, especially if they're able to beat me. Because when someone beats you, you're learning more about yourself and your game and your Army list than 1 loss equals 10 wins in knowledge. So hopefully, if I can figure out what's wrong and then try to fix it going forward, or seeing what people perceive as my weakness and then try to cover it up. Because even though I know what the best builds down here in going into this tournament is. I went to the one tournament, I know who's been winning. I'm trying to adjust my list to be a little bit better against those builds, but not take it away from where it's good against the rest of the field. So that's a tough balancing act, and hopefully this event will let me know how much I'm learning and how much I'm going. I had a challenge match, which I accepted. The guy who won the Adepticon, Eric, I can't remember his last name, he challenged me, I accepted. So the winner of the Mountaineer, winner of the Adepticon. Now I'll tell you what, I know what it's like to paint a bullseye on your chest and go forward and battle it out against people. I mean, I did that at the Mountaineer. I talked smack, went in there, and luckily I was able to have a real good tournament and pull it away and win the Mountaineer. But when you do that, the whole region's gunning for you. And I'll tell you what, you didn't just challenge me, you challenged the whole Mid-Atlantic region. And those guys are really good, and it's going to be really interesting to see how Mr. Ohio, who won Adepticon, does. Can he step up like a boss and slap people around, or is he going to find out, holy shit, I'm not in the Midwest anymore, I'm now in the Mid-Atlantic, and these guys play a different style. Because it is, when you go from one region to the next, there's a different style of game going on, and that's what the U.S. Masters is all about, is seeing who's the best, what region's gaming style is the best, and not only that, it's also the crown who's the #1 player. So we'll see what happens. Patrick Allen, I expect him to come out balls blazing at that tournament. So quick living room chat with George O'Connell. If you're going to the double-list throwdown, I'll see you Friday. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll do a recap of the event afterwards, about my opponents, about my games. Really excited. By the way, if you see me at a tournament, you want to pick my brain on things, there's some things in Kings of War I'm really good at. Like, I'm able to process the battle with how I build my list and how I defend against people and how they attack me. I'm able to see the board really well. That's my gift and my ability in this game. That's why I'm able to come up with some cool lists. But they're always lists that are designed around a battle plan. So if you ever want to pick mine, ask me about maybe what I think you could do to adapt or make your list a little bit better. Hey, I'm an encyclopedia of knowledge. I'm willing to pass it on. I'd love to make as many players better, because metal sharpens metal. So just throwing that out there. I've had a couple of people that was, called me up already, after Mountaineer and said, hey George, and they, picked my brain on things, and hopefully I gave them some tools to make them better gamers, because I love when I help somebody out and then see them turn around and kick some butt. Like at Mountaineer, I went down and played a couple games against Tony. We've been talking back and forth, Tony Nelson, and Tony had his best tournament ever, so I'm super proud of Tony. Tony, super good job. And well, once again, so if you feel like, shoot me an email, you want to give me a call on the phone, talk strategy, you're more than welcome. All right, see you at the double-list throwdown. And for my opponent, game #1, tick-tock, tick-tock. Bring your A game, because I'm bringing a pretty nasty list. See y'all at the double-list throwdown. Hey, Jesse, great job preparing for the event, the videos, everything fantastic. You've been you went to the Midwest events, you went down to the Southeast events, you made it to the Mid-Atlantic events. I'm hoping that people really show up in droves to support your event, because you deserve it. All right, everybody, see you later. Bye.